Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Mike Serra. Welcome back to another in-car vlog on social and digital media marketing. Today I want to do a very quick vlog and talk about the disconnect between marketers and car dealerships and how, if they can come together, they can enhance the social media marketing that car dealerships have. So if you look at from the car dealership's perspective, what is their main form of content? It's usually non-native, it's usually not informative, it's not really hard selling, and they usually just post articles that would be relevant to the brand itself. Now, that really doesn't do anything at the end of the day, and as we know, and if you look on any car dealership's Facebook pages, they get no engagement. Even on Instagram, they get no engagement. From the marketer standpoint, it's all about advertising. Mostly it's all about advertising. I've had a number of marketers contact me and ask about Facebook advertising, but they never really talk to me about content creation. And I think this is where the disconnect really is at the end of the day. Most marketers, at least Facebook marketers and social media marketers of today, it's usually all advertisement heavy. So it's just create Facebook ads, create Instagram ads, and there's not much thought process into the creation of content. Now, I think car dealerships will understand this, especially when you think of the industry as a whole. But from the digital media marketing perspective, walking into a dealership, if you say that you're going to enhance social media marketing, I think they're going to understand a lot better. And I think if you're listening, if you're a general manager, hiring manager for car dealerships, you may understand this as well. But to enhance social media marketing, you need to rely upon digital media. Digital media really is it really does add a lot of power and really enhances everything that you do on social media, no matter what campaign or no matter what platform you're on. Now, digital media is video, photos, everything like that. Now, with video, you can create, and this is what I would do if I walk into, say, a BMW dealership. I would create 1-minute videos on every single trim level of a 3 Series per se. Let's just say a 3 Series. So 320, 328, 335i. I'd probably stay away from the M3 and the 340i, I should say. So we create 1-minute videos. We talk about what they offer, what the features are, and then we do a 4-minute video or a 4 to 5-minute video, maybe longer, that goes over each trim level and shows what each car brings. So you kind of cross-selling or cross-shopping, and it really helps and informs the customer. I think that if car dealerships don't want to create content, they need to at least inform and be the primary source of information to consumers, because I think that it's really bad for car dealerships or anyone in the automotive industry to be relying heavily upon Car and Driver or these magazines or even YouTubers to affect and really change people's buying decisions. Car dealerships should be at the forefront of that. They should be the ones that are changing people's buying decisions. They should be the ones informing and stuff like that. Now, if you think about this in terms of competition with other dealerships, digital media marketing is your competitive advantage. Now, every single car dealership or every single brand does TV commercials, radio ads, and newspaper ads. But digital media is the difference at the end of the day. If you're the only ones, now I know there's not many dealerships out there doing this, but if you're the only one out there creating videos, creating photos, high quality content, being there on Instagram, really being very informative and directing people to the car that they want, you're going to see results. You're going to be the game changer. You're going to affect people's buying decisions. Now, say you're a Subaru dealership and there's a Toyota dealership down the street, there's a Volvo dealership, a mile or two away, and there's a number of other dealerships. How are you going to affect and change people's buying decisions? How are you going to be that dealership that, maybe draws people away from buying the Volvo or buying the Toyota or buying the Volkswagen? And that's where digital media marketing really comes into play. And this is why you enhance it. Now, in the automotive industry, video is very important. Whether it was commercials, whether it was the magazines doing car reviews, video is important. Now let's bring it to the car dealership level. Creating videos. Like, why should Why should people be going to YouTube and searching, like a Jaguar XE review, when they could just do that on the dealerships that are in their area? So the Jaguar dealerships in my area, they could be creating videos that are talking about the XE, talking about what the difference is between the 25T and the 35T, and really provide a lot of value to the consumer. So just like me as a marketer, I'm providing value to the dealership then provides value to the consumer by giving them information, by informing them, and really being there. When you add advertising into it, and you can really get specific through Polk data and really reach people who are in the market to buy the cars you're selling, that's when social media marketing really is at its best. Now, this is why I'm trying to bridge the gap. Marketers are just advertisement heavy. I don't think advertising alone just works. I've seen a number of people comment on marketers doing videos, and they say about how for like the automotive industry, and the commenters say, but you're not selling me on a car that I really want just by doing advertisement, just by doing a Facebook page. Like, one of the person said that you need to sell me something that I don't need but I want. And I think that's really the motivation behind a lot of people buying cars. Do they really need the cars? Do they really need them, or do they want them? I think there's a lot of want factor when it comes to cars. Especially right now, the automotive market is very strong. A lot of people are buying new cars. So you need to get into that motivational factor where what you're providing is really pushing people into their buying decision, or really pushes them into wanting to buy a Mercedes-Benz or whatnot. So with that in mind, you need to be there. You need to be creating content. You need to be really, making people want the cars that you're selling, and that's really where social media marketing comes into play, and especially where digital media marketing as well. So if you're advertising correctly, if you're creating great content, if you're doing that every single day, like I think that, it's funny. I see dealerships, even dealerships that are doing really well, they go AWOL for about like 5 to 10 days. And I think that's really bad. You gotta create content every single day. You need to be there because Facebook changed their algorithms. It's very hard to reach people organically, and you need the momentum every single day to be reaching people. I think the more you post, the more momentum you have, the more effect each post has. So if you're a dealership that you feel that, maybe I want to write, maybe I want to post the relevant articles, maybe I want to post this and that, you can, but you can post on the days you're not advertising. So what I would do is, I would do 3 posts where I would advertise Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, advertise them throughout the week, but maybe Tuesday and Thursday you post a relevant article, and maybe people start reading it. Because you have no attention, because there's no attention on your Facebook page, they're not reading it. So even if there are relevant articles, it's not reaching anybody. So this is really to bridge that gap and really try to fix the problems that marketers and car dealerships are having. I think marketers, they want to, run Facebook advertisements. They want, of course, they want to get clients. But is that the best way to go for car dealerships? Car dealerships tend to rely upon content. They need the content. They need the digital media marketing content. So that's from that perspective. Car dealerships can really be much different than any other industry, where video, photos, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube can all be utilized to create a massive social media marketing presence, and you can really draw customers in. Now, I think especially for a dealership that's maybe like a Subaru dealership or a Volvo dealership that's not selling at very high volumes, that have a lot of competitors, this is perfect for them. This is where they can really take on, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and BMW, because if they start providing content, really great value in their content, and they inform people on buying a Volvo over a Mercedes-Benz, it really will help and create more sales. Now, the whole thing here is with social media marketing is that it's not just drawing attention to the to your dealership, but it's also getting more sales for your sales rep. So overall, everyone is benefiting from a social media marketing presence. So it's not just the dealership, but it's everybody involved. And I think that's why social media marketing, I'm really surprised. I've been writing articles about social media marketing for car dealerships for over 2.5 years, and I'm really surprised that no one uses it. I thought that by now someone would have, latched on and figured that social media marketing is extremely important, and at least majority of the dealerships will be doing it, but they're not. And I think that's a major mistake, which is why I think that right now it is so important, especially where it's nice out now. People may be more compelled to buy. That's why it's so important to really get on social media marketing and create digital media content. Now, for the last part of this video, not many social media marketers are going to walk through the doors providing digital media marketing content. That's not what they do. Most social media marketers, and you think about this in terms of the automotive industry, most people are not car enthusiasts. So a digital media marketer like myself, I create videos for my main channel, which is Boston Auto Blog, and I've done one review on my car, and I've gotten over 300 views. Now, with that being said, I know how to create the content. I know how to reach people through that. So if I walk into a dealership, I can provide video, I can provide photos, I have a DSLR, so I can provide all that. Social media marketers don't do that generally, which is why I think there's a major disconnect, which is why I think a lot of social media marketers don't get into the automotive industry. So guys, I want to thank you so much for listening and watching this video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comment. I'm going to leave an email below. Don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to contact me. And I hope all you guys have a great day and take care.